has been a very long time since I've checked out some Sleep Token. I have been reminded of where to go, so thank you very much. But today I will be checking out Gethsemane. This is a song that I haven't heard. Obviously Sleep Token, I have done a few reaction and analysis videos now, so do go and check them out. But this one will be no different in the sense that it is a reaction and an analysis video. So if you do become annoyed that I'm pausing, then this channel is just not for you. And that's okay. I will be pausing and talking about the vocals because that's what I like to do. That's how I process things, and I just want to take you along with the journey of what I am hearing, what is happening vocally, perhaps musically as well, but more focusing on the vocals. There's a lot to process when listening to music for the first time. It is very exciting. It's can be overwhelming. So sometimes trust that when I'm reacting to something, breaking something down for the first time, actually when I go back to edit, I hear a lot more. This is literally a pure first time reaction. Let's get to it. Before I do though, if you're wanting some more content from me, please do go and check out my second channel where I'll be posting vlogs, just fun extra bits over there. It's called More with Jen. The link is in the description below. And so is the original video to Sleep Token's Gethsemane. Right, let's get to it.
You to know I've learned to live without it, and even though it's cold and now I no longer feel surrounded, and you never listen to me, and that's the thing I tell the others. You were my harlequin bride, I was your undercover lover, but no.
Oh, undercover lover. I love the use of the rhyming couplets aren't just at the end of phrases. They're sometimes used to take us to the next phrase. That's really lovely and smoothly written in there, because it's almost like we don't treat it as a rhyme as such because we're so used to like poetry following that. But it's just nice and feels nice to hear. Okay. Automatically we're hearing lovely breathy vocals. There's a lovely steady flow of breath coming through the vocal folds. The vocal folds, when they're vibrating to create sound, they're just not connecting all the way. They're leaving little pockets of breath. So we're getting that constant whispery feel, da da da. And especially when we go higher, it can be classified as a bit more of a falsetto sound. Falsetto is, again, when there's a lot of breath in that thin fold quality. We have this hover between the two notes constantly, and it changes in the second half. We start hearing a little bit of differences. Sometimes we hear like clashes of notes, but otherwise that's quite constant for the first half before we hear other notes come into play and other melodies. And the vocal line also follows that equal, not the same notes, but the equal kind of rhythm there with the melodic phrases. It's really, it's very jarring, and there are some clashes that happen.
I wanted you to know I've learned to live without it, and even though it's cold and now I no longer feel surrounded.
Yeah, we always return to da 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 da, like it's all in that chord. It all just follows there. Always goes back to that home base, that root. And then starts changing here.
If you were wasted, but you were trying your best, and that's the thing I tell the others. I was your robot companion, you were my favorite color, and
oh, I'm sorry, there was a rise there musically, but I just wanted to talk lyrically. It's that kind of that relationship where clearly there is not that same level of respect, that they don't view each other in the same way. I do pay closer attention to the lyrics, I think, with Sleep Token, because they're so personal, and there's always a very strong message. It's also really quite clear to hear, even though his diction in this becomes quite blended into the next word because of this breathy undertone that he has, and everything just kind of mixes in with the next word, and it's kind of like misty water, if that's an image we're going to go with. It's still very clear what he's saying, because, especially in this moment, because of how bare the instrumentation is as well, and how actually tempo-wise he is kind of talking at a pace, singing in a pace where we would talk. Nothing is rushed or sped up. Everything's just, it's allowing us to take everything in, really hear those descriptive words as he's singing. Again, still very breathy. Those harmonies were really, really lovely, just stacked over on the top. Similar sort of quality with those harmonies, very, very tight. There's very, if we're looking at our page, our editing page, we can see all the tracks. They're very spot on with the entrances. The saying a you, like same affliction there. There's also sustained drone notes at the bottom now. Oh! This is they have such cool drum fills in this and drum rhythms. I think we're just on a 4/4 though, and I think this is what catches me out sometimes with Sleep Token, because it feels like it's all the different pushes and holdbacks and triplets that we're hearing that combined, because we're not always in a steady drum rhythm. It constantly changes. It almost follows the disruptive heartbeat emotion rising that we're feeling in this song. It's so beautiful. Vocally, you can hear how it's very different to the beginning part of this song. There is a lot more full vocal fold closure. We're getting lovely clarity in his vocals. There's a bit more of a punch to it, a bit more of a drive. And actually, talking of the tempo of the vocal delivery, we are definitely a little bit punchier and faster, and everything works hand in hand rather than it be all misty and connecting and legato. It's a little bit more bitier. And just the conversation between the instruments, having that harsh drum attacks, which is kind of, the vocal line is almost not mimicking the drum sounds, but they're becoming more like one. But then we have, was it like a piano in between? It's just contrast between the soft and harsh instruments is beautiful. Yeah. Oh, it was me with the blindfold on. Okay, there was a lovely descending moment in that as well. What's really cool is the use of different sounds as well. We have that almost distorted, muffled, kind of like a thought at the back of our head. Let's have a look at the lyrics for a quick second. We've just had that moment of someone who wasn't always crying on the journey back, someone who didn't feel the low blows either way. Then we've had that distorted sound on the thought I was waiting for you when all along, and then straight away back to that clear vocal quality without that distorted effect on the top. Not distortion from the voice, but a different muffled, almost like a radio effect, right? It was you with a countdown kill switch, and it was me with the blindfold on. So it's almost like that inner thought I was waiting for you when all along, and then this is the truth of how I am feeling, rather than having slight hope. And it's just a really good effect because we can really hear the difference in the quality. So there's got to be a different thought in the feeling there as well. That low harmony there, I love that descent. That's a really beautiful lyric section with him looking in the mirror. I was in love with the thought. So yeah, it's just a very tender moment. Obviously his vocals have come down here softer. We're much more in that lighter quality, gone back to that breathier quality. It's a much more of a vulnerable state. Instrumentation wise, we can feel like we've gone down as well. It's just beautiful storytelling and imagery here.
What might be good for your heart might not be good for my head.
Oh,
What was there at the start might not be there in the end. Do you wanna hurt me? Do you wanna
the way that he just matches the quality of his voice getting lovely and thick, and then we go back to the thin, you know, soft, vulnerable moment, bringing back that volume, becoming lovely and soft, and then we have those attacks just before. It's just someone who's not afraid, or yes, the feeling of what the song, the emotion of the song can be quite a scary thing, but popping it into this song is so brave. I just love how we're swapping between the two, and that had a really lovely moment. Again, the drums were a lot fuller. We had a lot more full section, and the voice kind of painting in between. It's beautiful.
what was there at the start?
When we are playing with fuller sounds, as we get higher in our vocal range, we need to start blending things together. We can hear in that section there, even though it was a lot fuller, we're not reaching or screaming, you know, ripping our voice. We still have such great control. Even when he's ascending and it's like at the high part of his thicker folds, he's not pushing for that volume. It's just allowing the vocal folds to make contact up there and have that support.
Might not be there in the end.
There's a slight cry there as well. It's beautiful.
Do you wanna hurt me? Do you wanna hurt me? 'Cause nobody hurts me better. Do you wanna hurt me? Do you wanna hurt me? 'Cause nobody hurts me better.
Listen, just even if we didn't have any of the vocal like melodies there, the lyrics, the lines, musically we feel this uplifting. It becomes lighter, this lovely piano, and we have some lovely decorations around, bringing this lighter quality. There are higher notes on the piano, so we're lifting. It's not these dark, menacing notes. It's quite uplifting. And then suddenly we go a little bit scary. We hit a bit more of a minor chord in that progression.
Do you wanna hurt me?
Adding the melody back in for a second, nothing has changed melodically. It's just all instrumentation-wise. But it's interesting having those words matched with this melodic phrase, because vocally we're not changing into a emotionally charged, sad kind of feel. It's kept really, really light. So it's interestingly paired actually there. Oh. Gosh, that was so intense. Oh, okay, we've still got 2.5 minutes. I thought it was coming to the end. Wow. Okay, so we really just increased those hits. There's such tight drum fills in there. It's just really like the audio of this. Listen to it with headphones because it's so wonderful. The guitar just going around that motif there. It's just really, we can feel it. It just feels, this feels really heavy as opposed to his vocals there in the section just before were really light. So it just really, the opposite juxtaposition of both, it's just, it catches us off guard, but feels right and fitting. Almost sounds like audience there. Oh. I love that. We used to be a team, now we let each other go. Like, it's, you know, it's all, that is the kind of message of the whole song, right? It's just, you were united, and then there is, something has changed. There is a difference there. I love how it's repeated twice. There is a subtle low harmony in the second. It's really softly in there, but it just helps layer and stack that up. There's a lot of twang in the delivery now here vocally. It's a bit more spoken rap led here. Da 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 da. There's a lot of throwaways in the end. It's speaking from the heart essentially, rather than following this pretty melodic line that we had in the section just before that was really floaty. This is now a bit more attack. Yeah, that twang helps us keep lifted so it doesn't just all kind of settle down, especially with where we are in our range. Oh, and now we've got some ascending piano hits there. I think there are some added top harm, like a bit more of a, now with bigger intervals added on top. Again, it's really faint, but this is the fourth time now we're going round.
To you and all your enemies, I've got a few of my own, and this don't didn't come with a gun, so I got a different energy.
Oh, the phrasing of this over the bar is really interesting. We've gone to a completely different section of the song now. Everything's become really dark, and vocally we're getting lovely clear. We've dropped in the range, we can hear that. So the twang has actually dropped there as well. We're just kind of getting it really relaxed as if we're talking down it. Da, 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 da. Even the range of where kind of we're hovering between the two notes is where his speaking voice kind of lays. Everything just feels really dropped and relaxed. Musically though, we're getting this hi-hats of the drums just constant there. So it's not like the drums are filling out, it's just that action, but below there are some really hovering, some low drony notes that are filling up the lower frequency. So it's almost like we've swapped, whereas before we had maybe higher keys, higher piano melodies happening, and a bit more of a heavier, thicker drum beat going on. Now we've almost swapped that around. Some hits of the bass drum there. Yeah, it's the bass notes holding out.
Got a few of my own, and this don't didn't come with a gun, so I got a different energy. Still see you when the lights get low. Still hear you when I'm on my own.
Oh, nice octave apart there.
Parasites in the nightmares, calling my name like this one's for you and your problems, your good day job, your bad karma. What are you afraid of? The same drama, show me what you're made of. Cause you talk about your constant pain like I ain't got none. No.
Oh, the use of breath there was really interesting. I ain't got, like, kind of everything da 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 is really connected and long, and the pace of this kind of just keeps going over and over the bar. But then occasionally we get the da da da, so we change the rhythm of it. It becomes quite staccato, the delivery there, and almost like the breath, it's kind of like we're out of breath. Really interesting there. And I love how we're really swapping between when there are harmonies coming into play, if they're coming above or below, but also the lead vocal line. We had a bit of an overlay going over into the next section, becoming higher. So it's really just, it's like all of these thoughts coming in and just having to come out to be released almost. Oh. Oh. Whoa, we ended a little bit of an uplifting kind of always be reminded, and then that's it. It's like, it's unfinished, the story. This is why there's no linear line to like a love story, just kind of doesn't follow what we see in the movies or reading the books. It's kind of whatever life happens, right? But I love you'll always be reminded, and that B, just having that subtle, soft moment in there. We're not ending on a dark, menacing note. It has that potential hope. Well, what a jump back to Sleep Token. It's so interesting how these ideas, they all collectively belong, obviously, in this song, but it also just feels like, and I guess it worked with the message of this song, how 1 minute it's kind of like, okay, we're okay, then we're really thinking about it, hold on a second, do you want to hurt me? That kind of section, and then we're getting a little bit heavier or angry. So it really goes through that journey, and I love how they follow. It's very emotionally driven. Thank you very much for watching this reaction and analysis. Please let me know where else you'd like me to go, what else you want me to check out with Sleep Token. I know there are several albums that people are wanting me to check out, but let me know of any specific songs that you want me to check out. I think that's the best way to go forward with Sleep Token. Hit the subscribe button, the bell button, and a thumbs up button. Please go and check me out over on Patreon as well, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.